Assassin's Creed Mirage secrets hint at Assassinations. Assassin's Creed Mirage, is it an RPG? In going back to its roots, Mirage won't be an RPG. While recent entries in the series introduced dialogue choices, branching narratives, multiple endings, and even the ability to choose your protagonist, Mirage won't feature any of the aforementioned. This is really about going back to the action/adventure genre Assassin's Creed started as. Similarly, it should be nearly as big as Valhalla, creating a tighter, more focused adventure. Though some fans consider Assassin's Creed's latest releases to stand among the best Xbox games ever made, there are others who feel that the series was at its best during its early years. Mirage seems to be created for the latter audience. Assassin's Creed Mirage is the next entry in Ubisoft's popular Assassin's Creed series. While the last few games, Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, were large, sprawling RPGs, rumors indicate that Mirage will be a much smaller scope, going back to the series' roots with its stealth-focused gameplay. Assassin's Creed Mirage will pull a lot more focus onto assassinating targets. The main assassination events will take place in what Ubisoft is calling black box missions. These will be contained within Baghdad's districts, and you'll have the freedom to chart your own path to the target, by blending in with a crowd and following their path or tracking them from rooftop positions, for example. Mirage will introduce all new assassination animations, new upgradable assassins tools, and the capacity to set traps within the environment. Mirage will also introduce a new feature that sounds similar to the mark and execute mechanic introduced in Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Conviction, which will allow Basim to perform multiple stealth kills at once. Assassin's Creed Mirage, story and setting. Mirage takes place at least in part in Baghdad 20 or so years before the events of Valhalla, which took place during the late 9th century. This time period sees one of the last cells of the Order of the Ancients transform into the Templar Order. Likewise, the Hidden Ones will soon become the Assassin's Brotherhood as players have come to know them in the first game. One leaked image for Mirage appears to display the text "The 40 Thieves Quest," likely referring to the tale of Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves from 1001 Nights. While creative liberties have often been taken in its retelling, the story centers around a poor woodworker named Ali Baba stumbling upon the wealth of 40 thieves and the fallout of this discovery. Players will play as Basim in his earlier years as a thief before he joined the Hidden Ones. Ubisoft said it wanted players to really feel like the series was getting back to its roots with this coming-of-age story. Some leaks also indicate that we'll learn more about how he became a reincarnation of the Norse god Loki. For those who haven't played Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you learn near the end of the game that Eivor, Sigurd, and Basim are reincarnations of Odin, Tyr, and Loki, respectively. Attempting to avenge his son Fenrir's imprisonment by Odin, Basim attacks Eivor but is trapped within a first Civ device. In the present day, Layla inadvertently frees Basim, who was kept alive for over 1,000 years. With the Staff of Hermes in hand, containing the consciousness of Alethea, his lover, he requests to meet William Miles. During Mirage, players will also meet Roshan, Basim's mentor and a key character that will be throughout the entire game. Basim's training will take him to Alamut, the Hidden Ones fortress located in northern Iran. Despite it having such close ties to earlier games in the franchise, narrative director Sarah Beaulieu says that the story should be accessible to all players, including newcomers. Mirage allegedly started off as an expansion to Assassin's Creed Valhalla before branching off into its own project. Seeing as it stars Basim, an NPC from Valhalla that was integral in Eivor's story, this makes a lot of sense. It does not appear to be a part of Assassin's Creed Infinity, Ubisoft's upcoming live service title that will be able to evolve in a more integrated and collaborative manner that's less centered on studios and more focused on talent and leadership, according to the company. Instead, Infinity will be home to Assassin's Creed codename Hex and Assassin's Creed codename Red, which look to bring players to the witch trials of the Holy Roman Empire and feudal Japan, respectively. The Assassin's Creed Mirage story is set to be more linear than recent games in the series. Narrative director Sarah Beaulieu says that Mirage's narrative structure is much closer to the first Assassin's Creed games, in the sense that it is more driven and linear than what players experience in the latest AC games. While we will still have freedom to explore and experiment, choosing which order to tackle assassination missions, Beaulieu says Ubisoft Bordeaux wanted Mirage's story to be a very intense and condensed narrative with a clear beginning and end.